Good morning all, how are we doing today? So today's plan of action is I need to get stock. So I've been really good and actually processed everything I've got in my storage unit. So now it's a case of I need to get out. So the knock-on effect, unfortunately, from this weekend, which was the car boot sales were pretty much all rained off in this area. So I'm massively down on picking up stock this week. So I need to change that. So I need to get out and actually try and buy some stuff. So the first one is I'm going to go to a kind of a Jumble sale. It's kind of in a hall. So I'm going to head to that one first. And then it's a case of just hitting the charity shops. Now I've not done this for a little while. Done a real kind of heavy charity shop run because I've been relying on the car boot sales, which have really been performing. But this is really something to take into consideration. The weather has absolutely changed massively now, so we've got a lot of rain and the temperatures reduced. So the car boots, it will get rained off, and we will come to the end of the season. So now is the time to start planning on what we're going to be doing. So for me, it's back to the charity shops. So I'm going to hit those. I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can for the day. I'll show you what I picked up, and at the end of the day I'll probably do a little haul to show you what is it still possible to actually get some good stuff from the charity shops? Well, today we will find out, so let's get on with it. Right, we have arrived at the first destination, so we're off to the Salvation Army now. So this is actually kind of a Jumble sale, so let's go and have a look and see what we got. Right, that's it, in and out, no messing about. We've picked up pair of Air Force Ones. The soles are a little bit yellow, but they were £2. A Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve shirt, that was £1. And this one, which I can't even pronounce the actual name, Aucho 2XL puffer jacket, that was £2 as well. So all in all, 3 items secured in about a minute. Right, now it's time to get to the charity shops. So I'm going to do that now. Right, just been into the first shop. I think I picked up about 8 items, and there were some okay bits, nothing too special, definitely no bangers. A few Polo Ralph Lauren, and some other bits and pieces. But right, off to the next one. So I'm currently in Tunbridge Wells at the moment. Right, that's another town all completed. So we've got IKEA bags worth just in here. Again, nothing that I would class as high value, but should all be reasonably profitable. So gonna head to another, probably a village this time, just with the one charity shop. Right, so that's another village done. Picked up another 3 items from that one. So now I'm gonna hit another one. It's now 11:30 in the morning. Been out for a couple of hours now. So, and I reckon I've probably got around about, I don't know, 15, 16 items. So reasonably good. So I'm gonna go to another village now, which has got the one charity shop in it. And let's see if we can pick up some more there. Right, just found a couple of bits. Unfortunately, it does look like it's actually quite overpriced. So I found this one, which is a FootJoy. As it goes, I'm not sure how much it is, so I might actually not even be picking this one up. But this one was, I was very tempted on this, which is a Rohan Parker. So it's really good condition, but they want £20 for that one. So that's the margins are not great. So it's probably 40, 45 for that, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to leave it. Unfortunately, it looks a bit of a bust, this one. A lot of stock, but nothing really is going to be ideal for me. Let's have a quick look at the electronics as well, see if there's anything here to be picked up. I actually do like these. Right, I have kind of come across some polo shirts, so nothing too special, like small pony, but new tag, got £5 on that one. So it's a nice bright colour. Then we've got this one here, which is a big pony polo, 3XB, which is good, only £2. Check to make sure the tags are all correct. Yeah, they're all fine. That's a really basic one, so I probably wouldn't worry about that one. 2XL, 5. Alright, it just keeps going. This one here is on an old Fruit of the Loom. This is Marillion, 2007. Alice Cooper, Monsters of the Rock. It's very, very cool. Wembley. Doves. Yeah, it's another good one. Oh, we've got a Top Gun newer tags, vintage. I think it's 2002, this one. All right, Duran Duran. Looks like a lot more modern one, that one, but still cool. Morrissey. Not sure about that one. So going from not thinking I was going to get anything to possibly another load. Right, we are back and we've now kind of like unpacked everything, got all the bits and pieces, stacked it all on top of each other. I had a quick count up, so managed to pick up 42 items today. So for me, that's kind of nearly 3 days roughly. So like really pleased with that. So overall spend, I paid £162.50. So that works out at £3.86. So you're gonna like see there's some items I paid more for and some I paid like less for. But all in all, I'm really pleased with that. £3.86. There's some nice bits on here, and definitely like the haul when it comes to those band t-shirts, I was absolutely like gobsmacked. So really pleased. So let's have a look into it and I'll show you what I actually picked up. Right, first one we've got is a t-shirt, and this is by the brand Amiri. Tags look all good. I'm gonna like do my legit checks on it, but paid £5 for that one. But it all looks like super good quality. Next one, we've got a fairly standard Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This one, nice navy blue button up. It's got the newer tag on this one, and I think that was like literally £1, I think, for that one. I think I got that one from the Jumble sale. Again, this one was another one I got from the Jumble sale. So that was £2 for that one. And I think the other one, which was a pair of like Nike Air Force Ones. The market for these has absolutely fallen through the floor. So I very rarely like pick these up, but the back of them were really good. So no issues there. These are a bit yellowed, but they are a nice size, and I think they worked out at £2. So I was always going to pick those ones up. Right, next one. This is actually probably the most expensive item that I've picked up. So it is a Polo Ralph Lauren vintage top, big pony with the crest on it as well. Arm logo as well. So paid 10 for that one, which realistically is probably a little bit high for what it is. But again, I actually work on averages, so it's worked out that this one here will owe me like just over £3. So I'm happy with that. This one, again, nothing particularly special about this one. Just a pair of like jogging bottoms. So these ones are kind of like cargo trousers. They're by Uniqlo. So again, nothing particularly special on those ones, but paid £2 for those. So I just thought I'll pick those ones up. Right, this brand, I actually done a little bit of research while I was in the shop because I really wasn't sure about these ones. So like, I like the look of it. The quality feels incredible. Like the material feels really nice. Some of the kind of indicators So it's made in France. That was the logo. Now I'd never like seen this brand before, so I done a quick like kind of like comp check on it, and it looks like very like respectable. So I'll try and like put some bits up on the so some comps up. So I've got 2 of those. I've got another like pair as well, and they were £4 each. So there's another one just there. Nice kind of pair of like cargo-y like kind of trousers, but they're just like kind of felt like good quality, those ones. Right, another one, we've got a shirt. I've been picking up a bit of this, not super high end. Albin, I think it's called. So the finest Albin, second to none. Paid £3.50 for those ones. If I'm going to get like 18 to 20, it's a little bit faded, but so maybe not quite as much, but still, so it's all right. These ones are that I usually only pick these up if they're like cheap enough, because they do sell really quickly. So this is Arnie. So these are some nice like chino like thing. So they've actually got a stretch to them as well. What do we pay for that? £4 for some nice Arnie trousers, some chinos. Right, next one, another pair of like chinos. So these are heavy moleskin. I don't know if you can see that. So like moleskin just means it's super, super soft, really good like for hunting and hiking, outdoor life. And the brand, which is Polo Ralph Lauren. And we paid £6 for those ones. But normally I can check in to make sure that the hems are all good. Make sure they haven't been like too adjusted, which these look all good. All right, then we've got a pair of cargo shorts. These are by Timberland. I think these are the weather gear ones, but like fairly modern ones. 36-inch waist. Paid £4 for those ones. We are coming out of the season now, but like it's still worth picking up. Right, another pair of Arnie chinos again, exactly the same, but just in a grey one. These ones, nice bit of stretch to them as well. And then we've got a quarter zip jumper by Fat Face. Yeah, so it's not the Airly. So Airly, like they have like a more of a denim-y feel, like heavy cotton. But this one here is actually like a Sherpa lined. So it's nice and thick, 2XL, and paid £5 for that one. All right, next we've got some golfing trousers. So these are Dry Joys by the brand FootJoy. On there, it's got a nice the logo on the leg, FootJoy just on there. So this was the bundle that I got from the last place. So again, this one here, like I've done a bundle, paid £106 for all of these ones. Right, next we got another pair of chinos. Again, another pair of like Polo Ralph Lauren. Got nice pony logo on the back. Nice like corduroy, like fairly baggy style. These ones are quite retro. Those ones. Then we got another pair of like these are heavy carpenter pants, trousers. So these are by Carhartt, sorry, not Carhartt, Dickies. I always get mixed up like Carhartt and Dickies. So these are the carpenter trousers. So you can see that one there. You can actually put a hammer just in there, but nice and like heavy duty, those ones. And then we've got another pair of corduroy trousers, super like heavyweight and thick. These are by company Cordings. On there, nice size as well, 100% cotton. And we've got a quarter zip jumper. Now this one here, like North Face, picked it up just because I was like trying to put in a bundle together. But this again is not really, this doesn't have as much like value when you consider how much these are new. You would have expected these ones to be like super expensive, but it's not really. But it's got the Polartec fleece, it's got the logo on it, and it is all a genuine one as well. So but that should like 15, 18 pound. Right, then we've got these ones. This is a really like, I really like this brand, which is like Oakley. Got some nice kind of like trousers on these ones, and see what they, so 36-inch waist, 32-inch leg, so good size as well. So even on there was £5 for those ones. But yeah, a little bit at the side as well. All right, then we got another one. We've got a soft shell jacket. So by Henry Lloyd. So Henry Lloyd, it's kind of a sailing brand, but they're not quite as like kind of good as something like Musto. But they're still okay. It still like commands a reasonable amount. We've got the logo just inside as well. All right, then we've got a Nike t-shirt. I actually picked this up because I didn't know what the brand was on here, and I think apparently this is Durham University, so this could well be like a complete fail, but I will have a look. It's a size large. Tags are all correct on it. Right, then we got this one here, which is a vintage piece of Gap. So it's a really nice, heavy, spell out, fleece lined hooded jumper. So the ones with the big spell outs do like kind of slightly better. So like ordinary, it's not a brand I would normally pick up, but when it's got that big, like this is really reminiscent of like a nice 90s kind of piece, that one. All right, then we go on to like the band t-shirts. I'm not going to say that I know all of these bands, but I think I should know like quite a few of them. I'm definitely no Nick Hills. So if you need like kind of information about music when it comes to like bands and music, that side of it, like Nick Hills is the one. He's the GOAT when it comes to that. I think Nick and Andrew, they used to run a record shop back in the day as well, so they'll be well versed. So these will probably be the ones I'm actually going to be like asking a bit of advice about. Right, so first one we got here, which is Erasure, and then 2007 on that one. I'm just going to rattle through these ones. I'm going to try not to give my opinion about the bands, but Eraser's not my favourite, but hey, it is what it is. This one, better. So this is The Darkness, sorry. So this one here, when was that? 2004. So that means that if it's made before 2005, then that becomes true vintage. So I can actually put on here that it is actually a vintage item. So yeah, Darkness, pretty good. This next one, I like this. This is Simple Minds. This takes me back to like my youth. It's on there on the back, 2006. So not quite vintage, that one. So just coming up for it, but still very cool one. This one may well be Nick's favourite. Right, this is Gary Newman. So and this is 2007. So Jagged Live, very cool. All right, then we got this one. Right, this is another band I have seen as well. So this is James. So, I've got a date on there. I'm sure I think 2010 tour. So definitely a more modern one, that one. But still, when you say like 2010, they're still like 15 years old. But yes, I've seen James. Next one we have got, this looks like the Pet Shop Boys to me. Don't have tags on this one. I'd need to do a bit of research on that one. And so what date's that? 2006, that one. And I have seen these. All right, next we got another one, Porcupine Tree, Royal Albert Hall, 14th October 2010. I have no clue about these ones. Maybe I do need to actually look into the Porcupine Tree. No idea. All right, next one, we got the Dandy Warhols. This is a band I do like. They're very cool. On the back, majority of these ones have actually got back hits on them as well. So welcome to the Monkey House. Next one we have Scissor Sisters. Easy for me to say. 2004, that one. Nice big hit on the back. Next one we have. Right, so this is a little bit more of a bizarre one. This is by Fish. So I've never seen this person before, and like he used to be the lead singer of a band back in the 80s called Marillion. Let me see that on there. That one there is 2005, Return to Childhood. Right, next one. You work that one out. That's George Michael. So George Michael 06, probably just before he passed away. So London, Birmingham, Antwerp. Yeah, all over the place. Another one for Nick, this one, Gary Newman. 2006, The Forum, March 18th, 2006. I think the previous owner liked Gary Newman. Right, next we have this one, which is Roger Waters. I actually don't know this one. Can't say I've ever heard of it, but you've got the band bits on there. Roger Waters, 2002, In the Flesh. Another Darkness one. So this is 2002, sorry, 2006, this one tour. So One Way Ticket to Hell. And then this one here, I think I might have made a mistake on this one. I thought this one was going to be an older version. I still think it's like, it's got some age to it, but this one here is actually Top Gear, but it is the like newer tags. I need to like kind of double check that one, but I think it's because it says Maverick on the back. I got a feeling it might be something to do with the new one. I don't know actually. I will double check. I'll see if it's got a date on it. 2010. So that's not going to be the new film. That's going to be the old film. Interesting. So I'll do some more research on that one. Right, next band, which is the Doves. And it says Some Cities. That's quite a cool tee. Like that one. Not sure about the age on that one. Right, this one might be my favourite. This is because I'm like into my, I suppose, my heavy metal. Right, so this is Alice Cooper, Monsters of Rock, Wembley. So the Alice Cooper, Thunder, the Choir Boys, the Dogs D'Amour, Monsters of Rock. It's got the real old tag on it as well. On there, and on the back, really cool. Like, unfortunately, none of these are going to fit me, which is probably a good thing actually. All right, then we got last couple. This one here is Marillion. As I said, like that's Fish's band, 2007. Again, newer. All these will become like vintage very soon in the next like couple of years. And the last one, which is by the band Embrace, and 2001 this they toured. Yeah, that's very cool as well. Right, so that's all those. And the only other thing that I picked up, which was a pair of boots, is just here. I spotted that little bit at the back, and we got Airwear. So these are vintage Dr. Martens. Reasonably good condition, a little bit of cracking, but nothing like too major. But they were £5 for those ones. Right, so that's it. Like, that's my full day of sourcing. When I say full day, it was probably only half a day. So super, super pleased. Like nearly 3 days worth in a matter of 3 hours. So like it can be done. It's definitely an option. It gives me hope that when the car boot sales do end, I've got another option to like get hold of stock as well. So definitely start thinking about it, because like the end of the car boot season will be just around the corner. Have you got anything in place to actually replace that, or are you gonna, like, I suppose, like panic a little bit? And I think, because I like the idea of actually going on to things like Vinted and actually getting items from there, but you have to look at the cost of goods. You have to like be able to like bring your cost of goods by going out and stuff. So the harder thing is to go out and find this stuff, but it can be done. You just got to have like more knowledge than these either charity shops or places you're buying them from. You need to have more knowledge than they do. So that's me whittering on now. So I'm going to leave you to it. So thank you so much for watching the video. I do appreciate it, as always. Don't forget, if you wouldn't mind, like putting a little thumbs up at the end of it, leave me a message, leave me a question. I love like reading everything, I really do. And until the next one, have a great rest of the week. I'll see you soon.
Small silver plaques stuck to the wall say north, south, east and west. You scan these with your phone, there's a QR code. Driver 72, 568 for toilets, 2 tracks forward.